Hello everyone, I am still reviewing books in my car because of my very loving but very loud family that does not allow me to read books in peace. Oh boy. And as you can tell, I'm in a public parking lot. I was hoping it was going to be quieter today because of the holiday, but it's not. Anyways, I'm here to review books, and that's what I'm going to do. So today I am reviewing Terry Pratchett, The Light Fantastic. Now, I love Terry Pratchett, so I kind of pulled this off the shelf knowing I was going to like it, so it was an easy 4-star read for me, so maybe slightly disingenuous for me to pull it up, but I just want to talk about this book. So Terry Pratchett, for those of you who don't know, writes a kind of satirical, comedic fantasy that takes place in Discworld, Discworld is a continent that's on 4 elephants that's on the back of a turtle that's flying through cosmic space, basically. And he takes very ordinary subjects like religion or politics or the postal service or local politics, what else has he done? Like banking services? What did he do? Like the currency? Did he do that one? I don't know. Oh, my sister's calling me. We'll have to wait on that one. Anyways, this one is the second one, I believe, in the series that he wrote. So I've never read the first one, which is, I don't even know. I forget the name of the first one. I've heard that it's not that good, which doesn't surprise me because I feel like this is a very tricky topic or genre to write correctly. And Terry Pratchett clearly is a master of his craft, but obviously he has to find his footing at some point. So that first one, I think, was him just trying to find his footing. This is the second one, and this one, well, I think maybe some other future books he has really perfected his craft. I think he might still be kind of perfecting his craft in this book. Again, I don't know if this was his second one. It follows the same people as the first one, I believe, because my sister's currently reading the first book. And that is, we have Rincewind, who is a failed wizard. He only knows one spell, and it's one he's not supposed to know. It's stuck in his head, and therefore he can't learn any other spells. We have Twoflower, who is the very first tourist on Discworld. Twoflower is followed by my favorite character in the series, whose name is Luggage, who is Luggage walks behind. Luggage is my favorite character. He doesn't have a single word in this entire series, and he's my favorite. Basically, some weird stuff's going on in space. It looks like they're going to fly into a star, and Rincewind is the only one who can save the day, but Rincewind is stuck with Twoflower on a little tourist disaster. So these other wizards who belong to the Unseen University, I believe that was the name of that, have to go find him or somehow track him down. We have a hero who is sent out to find him. Basically, they need him back so they can stop the turtle from flying into the sun. Which turns out just to be the turtle having babies. I don't really know. It's kind of hard to discuss too much beyond that. Rincewind, the wizard, stuck with Twoflower, a tourist who is tourist to the max. I love Twoflower. And Luggage, they kind of are stuck. They go through quite a number of adventures. It's not very localized. They're kind of going across Discworld, and something that I think in the future books Terry Pratchett tries to focus maybe some of his adventures a little more tightly on like the big city, or in one particular place. Well, in this one, they're kind of all over the place. They're with trolls at one point. They're stuck in a city being followed by an angry anti-magic mob. We see a lot of stuff at the university. We do see in this one, I believe, the origin story of the librarian, which is the orangutan at the Wizards University. Well, how he turned into the orangutan, we see it in this book. And we get a few glimpses of other bits and pieces of character, so it's very interesting to see kind of the beginning of some of the stuff that I know happens later on. Besides the more expansive place this takes, or area this takes place over, I still thought this was pretty good. I don't think this suffers from anything too horrible, from being too early in the series. Again, I know people don't like the first book that he wrote, or it tends to be less popular, I should say. I've never read it, so I don't know if it's an accurate depiction. I do know the first one also involves Twoflower and Luggage, and I think Rincewind as well, because this is like Rincewind number 2, because they have Discworld, like what number in Discworld it is, but then also there's like sub-series within Discworld, like the Guards, Sam Vimes or whatever, and I think it's the Weird Sisters. But yeah, I'm loving this. That's all I can say. I might actually go back and read the first book that he wrote, maybe going in expecting it not to be as good as I think it should be, but, not as good as I think it should be, as good as maybe some of his other stuff is. But just to get the backstory of Two Flower, because it sounds like Two Flower has had quite an adventure being a tourist, and I really want to see what's up. So yeah, other than that, I've just really enjoyed this book. It's short. This is just the paperback version. I say short, it's like 200 something pages. We get a nice little tourist guide in the back, so you can become your own tourist with Two Flower. And yeah, other than that, I just recommend this as much as I recommend any other Terry Pratchett book. I will say Terry Pratchett, I think, is an either acquired taste or you have to like his writing. I know people who don't like anything he's written, and I can see how you might not like his writing style. I, however, love it. I'm always going to love it. I'm always going to reach for a Terry Pratchett book when I don't know what else to read. I recently read, what was it? The Hogfather. Love that one. Like 4.5-star read. Perfect. Funny. I loved it. And this one also got a 4-star from me. Just really loved it. And yeah, this has kind of inspired me to see if I can pick up the first book in the Discworld series and see how I feel about that. If anyone has read this one or has read the first book in the Discworld series that Terry Pratchett wrote, please let me know. Let me know what you think, and let me know who your favorite character is, because I think a lot of people are going to like Luggage. My sister liked Luggage. I like Luggage. But if you had a different favorite character, let me know. I'd love to hear about that. Other than that, have a great day.